Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's showtime. Hi guys, how you doing? Here we are again. In my house, which I've just reclaimed. My house, in the middle of the street. It's not in the middle of the street. I have bananas. Would you like one? Nice little, dinner table for two or possibly three. You know, if I have guests, I've got a couple of bunk beds. And I guess a special guest who wants to sleep with the devil's squash. Whereas I have the cat. Which came back the very next day. Good evening, morning, afternoon, to whomever has joined me. Reports have there being bugs and stuff. We'll see. If we get bugs and stuff, we have bugs and stuff. If we get server crashes and whatnot, or my understanding is, for instance, the main story quest has a blocker. I don't know how early in that is. Attuned leather pants. I don't remember that quest. Let's go ahead and J, I think. That one might be. That one's pinned. Unpin that. Where's the other one that's pinned? And we'll unpin that. And we'll see what Salvatore has to say. He's the mad. I don't know if he's angry or insane. Could be either one. Possibly both. If it was both, he would be the mad madman. Oh, I hit the wrong button.
Surely you've heard the blood-curdling shriek in the dark. Salvatore certainly has. A monster stalks Eternum, feeding like a ravenous jackal on the fear it creates.
This is the festival stuff, I believe.
Oh, not like
Yeah, Balfazu, the Marquis of Terror.
The Marquis of Terror.
I did a bunch of that stuff a year or two ago.
Balfazu's physique.
Sure, I'll accept the quest.
Balfazu in battle, and bring its ichor to me for a reward. Oh,
do I have any of the currency left over? No, I spent it all. But I bought a bunch of these. As you can see, a bunch of them are unlocked. But that wasn't the new storyline stuff. Pardon the yawn. That's Gorgon's Landing to meet with. Well, that's 4 clicks away. Let's see which quest that is. That's Cutlass Keys. Is that the new storyline stuff? I don't know, actually. Somebody said it started, or I read somewhere that it started in Cutlass Keys. Oh, that's right. I have 240 points available. That's that seems like a lot. Now I have to try and remember what my build looked like. Out here is 350. I am a user of the Void Gauntlet. and fire staff. I don't know the meaning of the letters A, focus C, and intelligence S, and dexterity E, and they aren't telling us. Regardless, give me all of it. I want all of it. There we go. I'm so smart. And the rest, I think, in here. More hit points, good. So, Gorgon's Landing. Savage Divide. We've got a bunch of quests in the Elysian Wild. I did all the quests in the Elysian Wild, I thought. Cutlass Keys, at least past a certain point, was a PvP quest, a PvP area. What it does look like where we need to be is down there, which shouldn't be. That fast travel is not unlocked. Depressing. Well, we can go there. I haven't played this character in a year or two, so my play of them will be awful. Yeah, awful. Played a little bit last night on stream. Wasn't going to stream yesterday. But I did because I got new character slots. What can I say? I'm an Altor. If I had a pony... Oh, I do. I'm sticky. Don't hit the freaking wall. Oh, that's not good. I'm just trying to get out of here. I'm just trying to get to Morgaine. Can't see me. I'm invisible. Not invisible. This looks like that may be a way out. No problem. Had it the whole way. I found this area to be overly filled and visually noisy. But then that's not unusual for me. I frequently seem to find extremely jungly zones to be visually noisy. I feel the same way about Guild Wars 2's the first map for the Sylvari. It's a non-stop riot of green. You just need more stuff to break up the omnipresent greenness of it all. How are we? We could swim. But that left me with squishy boots, and I can't stand squishy boots. I'm not sure. I had forgotten all about the acceleration on the mounts. See? You see what happens? You go away for a couple of years. I played the season when they brought out the console version. actually finished that season. I did the entire seasonal reward track. Basically the only reward track I've done. We're in Cutlass Keys. Alright, they're going that way. Not sure that is going to get us there, but we'll try. Anyway, oh, it should. Yeah, it will. Yay, and it looks like everybody's headed this way. So I'm assuming that that means that this is where the new expansion stuff starts. That's a turn-in quest. We'll turn in our quest that we have to turn in here.
Greetings, old friend.
Greetings.
You must have spoken with Oxen if you came looking for me here. I'm afraid
XP, a little gold, some
Medusa
territory standing, Azoth, and the Mystic Doubloons.
No doubt you've seen the remains of poor Oxen's crew.
Don't remember it.
blame him for
No
fleeing.
memory at all.
Had he not, he would share their fate.
How can we
Just
help?
the attitude nature needs from the hero of Eternum. There's an antidote.
Oh, I'm not the hero. I'm
Ingredients can be
a
found
hero.
in the hive beyond.
I'll retrieve them.
They say Medusa has impregnated herself and is
Oh,
breeding
perfect.
a new army.
Medusa
of
has
sign
impregnated
aberrations within
herself.
the hive.
Well, that's a new meaning to the phrase,
I
go fuck
shiver to
yourself, I
think of it.
guess.
I admire your bravado, but even if we
I
succeed,
believe that is,
search
this is
within
me
and bring
accepting
the
a
ingredients.
raid quest.
If I can learn what foul magic
Gold
births
cursed
such horrors
coconut.
into our world, perhaps I can devise a way to extinguish them.
One thing we know we want to do is stop tracking that. Well, that's a problem. It was about 80 gig, I think. But today I had a 50 gig download. Now, from what I've read, you're downloading a lot of the, re-downloading a lot of the same stuff. So the actual, well, I can, hey, let's find out. I will go to, oh, it's a Steam. Give me a second. I need to go into the Steam folder. Open file location. It was a good question. Let's see. It is in Steam Apps. Common. New World. 70.9 gig is the size. So that should be accurate. Whether that's actually what will be downloaded or not, who knows? But 70.9. Cutlass Keys, enter the Hive of Gorgons. We unpin that one. Unpin that one. Thank you. Hey, EBM. Good morning. Of course, it's not morning for you. It's afternoon. Good early afternoon. In answer to your question, this guy who isn't a daddy as far as he knows bought it for himself a long, long time ago. Now, as a point of interest, if you were to buy it or a daddy was to buy it for you, you now get the previous expansion for free. And the new expansion for free as well. Basically, buy the game, get all of the content. Just so you know. Now, for those of you who don't know EBM, one of my bestest buds, cursed cosplayer, cool, awesome person. Now, would you look at that? I'm looking at it. If I wasn't looking at it, it'd be tough for me to actually steer. Guild Wars 2, player extraordinaire, cursed cosplayer, beyond compare. I'm rhyming. You like that? Pretty good. It's a bit early for me. And this is, I think, the breadcrumb quest. Oh dear. Oh dear. There we go.
Get to the point. I need your help. The tear of Gaia, it was taken from me. And the tear, it is too powerful for any small-minded thieves to use responsibly.
When did you last have the tear?
In Nighthaven. After you helped procure the tear from Ardiana, or should I say Artemis.
Some people are saying that the voice work is done by AI. Other people are just saying it's bad. I respond to what she just said with a thoughtful ...
There's an archive in Nighthaven where it could be kept away from pickpockets and prying eyes. But on my way there, it was stolen. I must get it back.
They're right, it's at least bad. It's either AI or bad human. I have the quest to go to Nighthaven. Ooh. I'm fast traveling. The new area. How's the day going so far, EBM? And here we are. It's Big Ben. Well, here they call it Large Benjamin. It doesn't have quite the same ring. I keep hitting that. My buttons are confused. Decently well. You had a migraine yesterday, so you slept a bit and you're feeling a bit better. I get migraines, but I'm one of the lucky ones. I just get visual effects and then like a mild headache. I don't like the visual effects at all, but I understand what real migraine sufferers go through, and I'm fine with just the visual effects. Let's talk to Morgaine again.
I'm impressed we survived the crossing. Those waves did me no favors. It's not easy to get to Nighthaven. The people who live here value their...
Am I about to get an item improvement? XP, gold, faction, and Azoth. Got one that affected your ears called a vestibular. Oh, dizziness? Does that get you dizziness? Because you're kind of a dizzy blonde to begin with. Oh, no, he didn't. He did. Yes, I'll complete the quest and you'll give me a brand pretty new ring.
The tear of Gaia has to be nearby. It must be. Oh, I feel queasy. Blasted boat. I need to rest a minute more before
You're able to rest most of the day. Yeah, I've had a couple of friends who, historically, when they get them, it's close the drapes, lay down in bed in the dark, and pray for death. Hence, me being, okay, for 15 minutes, I can't, like, look at the computer because I can't read anything because I have visual effects, and they're gone. 15 minutes later, a little bit of a headache. Are you feeling all right?
No, it must have been the journey here. Merely
I have no idea if it's AI or not, but the voice work is not good.
About.
Historically, the voice work was pretty good in the game. At least okay. Accents weren't great, but the voice work was okay. They need a professional voice worker. I have a friend who would like to do that. I wonder if she'd be interested in working for them. Maybe she'd even get a copy of the game.
Instead of me, focus on recovering the tear of Gaia. You should ask some of the townsfolk about it. They must have seen something.
Well, here we are now. Entertain us. I hit the wrong button again. I do that all the time. Wait, did I have more map stuff? Have more map points? Oh, we are in Nighthaven. I can own a house in Nighthaven now. The standing gain is my usual purchase here, and then storage. So you level up areas as well, and this is the new zone. Right in here. About the same size as Brimstone Sands was. And, okay, Lens, you're carrying too much crap. You're carrying way too much crap. It's a disease that I have. Where's my brand spanking new ring? There it is, right? That's it. Shift? No, we don't want to drop it. Compare, right click. Okay, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that is slightly better in that my currently equipped ring is item level 550 and this is 710. Strike damage. Light and heavy attacks deal increased base damage. And ice damage does nothing for me, but the other two are pretty good. So, yeah, we're going to equip it. And my item level went, well, let's see, what was it? It was from 654 to 665. I'm on my way. Where are we headed? Probably not over here, but I'm going to go over here in case there happens to be stuff I can steal. I mean, take. I mean, liberate. Liberate for the people of Eternum. Exactly that. Yeah, I got to give him this. It continues to be a great-looking game. I mean, sure, fog. But I live in the Bay Area. We get fog.
A traveler? I'm sorry to say, you've picked a bad time to visit. We're dealing with a rather urgent matter at the moment.
Gotta say, that one does sound like AI. Why is it worse?
Gravaros is under attack. Ordinarily, the town is protected by a powerful shield. However, it seems to have failed. Rather suspiciously.
Could you use any help from this fine fellow? By the way, he's pretty handsome. He could use some glasses, though. Just saying.
All the help we can get. The town is in chaos. Please, do what you can to help these villagers fight back.
It's bad. It is either bad or AI and bad. Help the citizens of Gravaros, huh? The Shattered Island. Well, okay, how do we have to help them? Help the townsfolk, help more townsfolk, help gather the scattered supplies. Well, first thing we do is we kill the evil chicken. That chicken is clearly the cause of the problem. Up. Lore piece. I would like to read the lore in the game at some point, but it is all in busy places where you're liable to get murdered. And so just standing around reading the text
Have you seen Istvan?
never seems like a good idea.
I haven't seen him since the invasion, and I'm beginning to worry.
I'll keep an eye out.
I don't know what I'll do without him. We were minding our own business when they attacked us. I don't understand how the shields could have failed. Could you help board up my windows?
I've got to say, it does sound like AI voice work there. It really kind of does. And if it's not, it's just bad. Chicken! You won't get away from me, you evil chicken. You notice I'm using a fire staff, so it comes cooked. What?
Have the Berlauer gone? I merely wanted supplies to restock my camp when the town was attacked.
I've set it back up.
You are too kind. In my haste hiding from the Berlauer, I dropped my supplies. Thank you. Usually, the Berlauer are not seen in the towns. Something extraordinary must have drawn them here.
It is either just really bad or it's AI and
have
really
not
bad.
heard that rumor,
It definitely is.
but it could be. If the tear was here, that very well could be what lured them.
It is a great looking game, though. Saw somebody was crapping on it on Reddit, and I will agree that the character models are not good, but the rest of the game is gorgeous.
Have you seen what those brutes did to our poor town? This place used to be beautiful. The streetlights were one of a kind. You don't get that quality just anywhere.
Things are a bit smashed.
Of course they are.
Speaking
They
of
just
being a
charge
bit
us
smashed, I'll be a bit
No
smashed
thought to
twice in the
anyone
next
or
week.
anything.
Wednesday
I'm still
as a
shocked
warm-up,
by the
and then
shields fail.
next Sunday
They
will be
never
my
fail.
annual mortality reminder day. Another lap around the sun, and boy, my legs are tired. Dot, dot, dot.
Would you mind making my home a bit more secure? Just in case the shield doesn't come back up and those beasts...
Sure. Yeah. I mean, my plan was to listen to all of the dialogue and stuff. But I gotta say, the voice work is not good. I have not. How long ago did you mail it? I need to check the mail. We have a historical issue with sometimes the mail here where I am. I will check. What was I? Vocals, voiceover. We'll turn it up, although I'm not convinced. I will check later today. Thank you. Oh, we gotta fix up her place. Allow me to board up the window. Board up the window. And I don't know, maybe board up the window. Talk to Lynette about what more can be done. Somebody's been killing chickens. We can't have that. Ooh. Roast chicken. I guess we can have that.
Your help defending the town has been much appreciated. The shield was supposed to protect Gravaros. It's never failed before.
Could the tear have caused that?
The Tear of Gaia? Is it truly real? I've only heard whispers.
It's not good.
There is a rumor that Asina has laid claim to it. The Berlauer are preparing another attack. Help us, and perhaps you can hunt down Asina. I'm sure she's not far from the battlefield.
I mean, the dialogue isn't very good. But boy, is the performance either terrible or AI, and it does feel like AI. All right, over here we've got our first fighty bits. I mean, unless you count the chickens. Werewolf. Uh-huh. Hey, how come we can't skin werewolves? Oh, those are just the dead cattle moves.
We're fortunate to have crossed your path. The town surely would have fallen without...
Well, that was uncalled for. In the middle of a conversation being attacked. That's a kind of mechanic I absolutely loathe.
We're fortunate to have crossed your path. The town surely would have fallen. We still have to figure out what happened. Yes, I didn't travel here alone. With any luck, he's
It's
also
pretty
got
bad. The voice work, I've got to say, is so bad. I have vastly reduced interest in listening to all the conversational options. Missed me. So far, I've got to say, I'm kind of unimpressed. It looks good, but the voice work is either appalling or AI and appalling. And the quest location. Ooh, would that be a better Void Gauntlet than the one I'm currently using? Ding 66 already? What the hell? Search for any survivors. The fact that they have spawns of the mobs that are so close that they're attacking people who are talking to the NPC is a significant lack of polish. Wait, what is that like a repeatable? Hair. Evil rabbit. I'm sure the rabbit is deeply involved in these bad hijinks. Probably we should go ahead and eat a little something. This appears to be a repeatable quest. Or an area quest or something like that. You can't trust a pentacle hair. It's got the name Pentacle. It's in the name. I mean, come on. We just got this chest piece. Currently, I am wearing a chest piece that is light. I like to keep light armor, so currently I probably have one medium piece that's the leg wear and the hat, and the rest are light, so I'm under light, so I don't want to use the hunter's mantle, even though it is higher level, because it would take me into the medium weight class. Light class has a much better dodge.
Send you? I am her master, Alexei. I've sent a few lost townsfolk back to Gravalos, but not as many as I had hoped. I've been trying to restore the shield those beasts shut down. I've tracked their movements here, where no doubt they rampaged through the catacombs.
And that will be a scam or fraud call. I'm going to mute for a second. And they hung up and called right back. And they left no message, because of course they did. A bot or a fraudster or a scammer or both, it's just a constant
I will
annoyance.
Continue to search the forest for survivors. Retrieve the batteries, then meet me at the house of Varlam.
Enter the catacombs. Collect a celestial battery. Need one more, huh? An ancient chest. I have one of those. It's right here. Leather gloves. Those are almost certainly going to be medium. They are. The reason I'm keeping so much of that... Whoop! We have bad guy. I will set my respawn point there just in case. To stick with the people as much as I can. Make things a little bit easier. Okay. Missed me. Haha, loser. I am not happy with the rate of respawns we're seeing. I understand why. It's because this area is filled with players. But that's a lot of respawns. I have to place batteries someplace. Over here. There's one. I understand that they need this because there are so many players. But it feels bad. Oh, the new swimming stuff. Ow. Where are we supposed to go now? Over there. Okay. Swimming mechanic doesn't feel great. Grivaro citizen.
Sure were unexpected. They took me by surprise, but I was able to hide here.
How do we get out of here?
Climbing seems to be the only way. Unfortunately, I can't seem to get
I've heard this was bugged.
Maybe you'll have better luck.
Well, we also got a couple more things. Let's see, that's a 700 Void Gauntlet, a couple of 700 Void Gauntlets. My current Void Gauntlet is also 700. That's a Night Veil Hollow one. That's the Tower Shield. That's the Void Gauntlet. Again, I'm just not seeing any reason to use that instead of the one I currently have. Alright, it does appear to be working now. People did find a workaround as well. Oh, okay. Not the most obvious, but okay. Made it work. I'm more clever than I look, or sound, or act, certainly. Is that something I can do something with? It does look like I ought to be able to do something with it. Okay. I'm almost dead. We don't want that. Oh, good. More Resin Dead keep coming. Have I mentioned how much I dislike freaking respawns like that? Things hit hard, too. Got a chest. I'd like to grab whatever that is. Supply. Fire staff. That might be an improvement. Not sure if I'm headed in the right place, but I am not. Oh, but I can get out, I think. Yeah. Couple more chests. I tell you, my skills with the class are certainly lower than they used to be, and these things hit like a truck. Sure, why not? I almost died once. Really almost died. Reconnect the crystal. Do you know where the other one is? Where am I supposed to be going from here? Do we know? We have another chest of goodies. I'll never shy away from grabbing goodies. Meet with Alexi. And he is quite a distance away. Wolf over there. Got. Oh, that's an it's a reindeer. Let's mount up. And we'll go for a ride. It's a cheery place, Nighthaven.
Excellent work. The batteries are recharged and
Apparently the
ready
blunderbusses
for
are
service.
disabled.
But there
Some
is
sort
yet
of bug.
more to be done if we are to restore power to the shield.
Complete the
The
quest.
first step is to wire the batteries to the generator, and the second is to repair the damage those wretched beasts.
The
are
voice
sure to
work
have
is either
caused.
it's got to be AI
Yes. Installing
or
the
amateur, I
batteries
suppose.
must
Could be completely
our-
amateur work as well. Actually, I picked up 10 more points. Well, we're okay on weight. At some point, I am going to have to. Disenchant a bunch of this stuff. The reason I haven't, there is actually a reason, is the disenchanting it, salvaging it, is one of the things you have to do for the season's quest, season 10, which has just started. Let's first of all, we're up to Nighthaven 4. Standing gain is good, and storage is always good. This is season 10. And I am doing the free level. The season's welcome gift. And we're just a little ways, but there's an activity card. I have one wild stamp. Wild stamp. Basically, you fill this in by doing things. So, for instance, if I were to craft 3 tier 5 weapons, it'd give me the flask icon. And I could fill in a square here. And it's sort of like tic-tac-toe, and you want to fill in the board if possible. And just doing stuff will give you wild stamps. And when you match a row, you get progress on the season. It's a little mini game. Well, what else did we pick up here? So we've got the season's welcome gift. Ooh, a void gauntlet of 728. That is an extra 50 damage base. Life stealing. Healing is increased when you heal a target. I'm not healing. 12% haste for 3 seconds on a critical hit. I think overall that's probably better than what I'm using. The fire staff is almost certainly better than what I'm using. Yep, same sort of deal. About 8%, 7% more flat damage, base damage. Now, did we get anything in the way of armor we can use? That was medium, so no. That's a medium glove. We are currently using light gloves, and that was medium boots, and we're wearing light boots. We currently have a medium pants and head.
I heard you helped out around Gravaros during the attack. I do hate to impose, but we need your help again. Well, our protective talismans went missing in the siege. Those talismans are made from a special black garlic that wards off. What's that look? Of course they work. How could
Pardon the yawn. That's probably the black garlic, yeah. That's Catacombs, which is the random dungeons. That were one of the things I found potentially very interesting and or cool about the expansion until it turned out that when they said up to 3, they didn't mean 1 to 3. They meant you go in at up to group of up to 3, and then you're joined by other players to a total of 3. That wasn't really what I wanted. Why isn't the 2 showing up on my compass? It should. Should show up, like charm's over here somewhere, I guess. House of Arlan. That has got to be a bad guy. Another kite shield that I'm pretty sure I don't need. The Void Gauntlet. And the Dark Crystal! Alright, so what is the garlic just in the area on the ground? Boulders. That's not garlic. I did collect a charm. Oh, from werewolves. Got it. So I need to find more werewolves. Did I just get myself shocked? Probably. I see a werewolf. They're wolf. Alright, that's 2. Three. Everything's got like epic loot on it, or legendary loot, whatever the color code is there for the orange stuff. Which, it seems a bit excessive. I mean, there were a couple of purple items, I guess, but not many. One more will do. And that should be the garlic. Avoid the electricity going bzzzt. Bibiana should be in here. It's locked. It's locked? It is locked. Can't get in that way. Over here, perhaps? She's House of Arlan. If there's something I'm supposed to do with that, I don't have the requisite tools. swear she moved when I got to the front door. Nope. Why would you have what looks like a window where it's all bricked up? That just doesn't make sense. Viviana?
You found them. This one looks as if it's been chewed on. In any case, thank you so much for your help. I can't wait to hang these back up in the window.
Additional lightning damage. Well, that's one that I will not need. That's for sure. Oh, a little bit of light. Briefly. Repair the first connection. I couldn't even get in. Werewolf? Werewolf. Okay. I will repair this connection. Or no, I won't. Oh, holy crap! 2 of them? I'm almost certainly a dead man. I'm just going to say that right now. That was a little better. Oh, good, perfect. Right on top of me it respawns. What the fuck? God, I hate that kind of crap. Oh, doesn't matter the game. That's always just utter crap mechanic. When they fixed it when WoW had it, and WoW had it bad at launch. The way they fixed it was a mob would spawn in, and it would give you time enough to get away if you didn't want to fight it before it would aggro. These things are aggroing the instant they appear. And it's a mechanic that I detest beyond words, where you punish the player for something that isn't their fault. Did I miss the way up to that one? I did, I think. No, it was around. That's why. I understand the reason they have to have these respawns. It's, there's so many players around, things are just dying. That guy's gun does a lot of damage. go. Or the third connection. Oh, that's the one where there was the werewolf boss that we previously already offed. There he is again. Do we have to fight him again? Probably. Chicken Daddy going in. Yeah, these guys' gear levels are way higher than mine. I'm going to assume that most of them are people who've done raiding and stuff. Talk to Lynette. Oh, this isn't where Lynette was. Is she there? Back there now? We talked to Lynette on the far side of the freaking building. And my assumption is, yep, she's still there. Insta spawn aggro. God, I hate it so much. Mishandling spawns is pretty common in MMOs. One of the things I historically really disliked about Star Wars The Old Republic. Whoops. Wait, what? Why can't I get up there? Was you used to be, is it over here? No. Collect a memory fragment. Okay. I collected a memory fragment. You would fight your way into a location. Oh, that's Viviana. That's her face. You'd fight your way into, you know, like the equivalent of a dungeon. A long fight to go into a cave to kill a bad guy, and then you'd have to fight your entire way out. They fixed that eventually where you could, you know, teleport a lot more frequently, but it used to be just something that just drove me crazy. As it gave you an enormous incentive to only play the stealth classes. Alright, how am I supposed to get in? I couldn't get in the front door. Objective started level 0. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that is kind of a bug. And I grabbed this guy's memory crystal already. Looks like the sun is rising. Good. Constant darkness when you're trying to fight your way through areas and you can't really make out the bosses and the mobs and whatever. It's always irritating. Can we actually get in? Because when I tried a minute ago, I couldn't. Oh, looks like maybe yes now. Yes, okay. What else have we got? No. Okay. And down here, am I wearing leather pants? I am wearing leather pants. They have a very slimming look on me, don't you think? The attuned ones require me to kill specific things and upgrades and stuff like that. And this one gives me bonuses that don't require that. So that's medium hat. I think I'm wearing a medium hat, right? 630, 700. 674 is my current item level. 681. Those are also... Which leather pants would I rather wear? Let's see. Decrease the potency of all exhaust status effects on you by 12%. Crippling Pillar of Fire. Pillar of Fire. Shirking energy if hit is avoided by dodging. Increase base damage by 1.2%, but armor is decreased. The other... Fort stacks. Shock conditioning. Shirking energy. Mortal aggression. I think this one's actually better. Hi,
Alexi
Lynette.
filled me in on the plan. It sounds like you were successful at reconnecting the power, but apparently we're not out of the woods yet.
I think it's got to be AI voice work because it all sounds flat and affectless in exactly the same way. If it was just one voice like that, it might go, well, that's just a bad voice actor. But no, I'm pretty sure this is AI. He said it might be messy.
Don't worry, we'll deal with the mess later. Right now, let's just focus on the shield. If you follow the wires, they should lead you to the generator. From there, just flip the switch and make your way to the top floor to initiate the shield barrier.
Okay. Well, we'll grab the texty bit. We're in the dining room. It's a lovely place, really, quite lovely. You know, if not for all the electricity and damage and kind of being a crap hole. Other than that, more XP. Chest of goodies. Chest of goodies that I have to stand on the table to loot. Milk. I'm sure the milk here hasn't, you know, spoiled or anything. Mambo the Grey. Well, where's the button we're supposed to press? Oh, pull lever. I've pulled the lever. He's retreating. Of course. Energy transformers, 3 switches. Pull lever. Pull lever. Oh, intermission. Stage 3. In there is something. Okay, I could see myself start the dodge and then stop. Throw energy to charge up the malfunctioning devices. Throw energy. Okay, that's right, yeah. Picking it up and then throwing it to power up things. Alright, doors open. Going in. I'm going to bet that this is another memory fragment. Along with a chest of goodies. Gotta say, so far the quest flow is really not clear. Ascend to find the lunar shield. Lots of rats. These guys clearly need to work on their housekeeping. Is there anything in here other than the Varlam rat? Looks like there should be something in here, you know? But no. As best I can tell, the bzzting on the ground doesn't do anything to you. The wires. I will enter. Invasion on Varlam, recommended 66 plus, maximum players 1. Oh, it's instant. Lovely. When I say lovely, I don't mean that. It's a soul trial. Alright, let's go. I will probably fail. Keep in mind, I haven't played the game for a couple of years now. I was never especially good because, well, I'm kind of old and crap in games. I have to enter the chamber. Defeat Asina. Lots of buzzing going on. Oh. Lady Asina? Oh, what? Oh, that's not good. Make sure we've got food in us. Oh, more of them? Is that necessary? Strictly speaking, I don't think I asked for that. Why aren't you dead? Supposed to pick up the hammer, I assume. I have a hammer. Defeat the first wave and repair the device. I'm supposed to repair the device. Survive against Laney. Hint, use any power-ups you can. I'm supposed to kill Lady Asina, I assume. More extra damage. The Healy one would be good probably about now, because I'm really low on health. Oh, it is a full heal. That's very nice. Grab the extra damagey bits. Where's Asina? Oh. It's against her friends. Not much like her friends. Back on the lunar shield. Why is it not giving me an option? Another wave? Oh, there's a werewolf I didn't see. Has that got a fixie bit now? Nope, still does not. Oh, there's another werewolf. More werewolves. God. Let's go ahead and heal up a little bit, I think. God damn it. Vic, I won? Really? Could have fooled me. I won. Not sure why. I guess you just had to survive or keep the device. I have no idea. Keep the device safe. Something. I succeeded. That's what's important. V is for victory. Talk to Alexei. Return to the surface and exit the soul trial. Yes, please. So I'm bad, but I succeeded. Is Alexei in here? Where's Alexei? How's Farland? Stage 3. Yeah, we did all that. Event, my contributions. Where's freaking Alexei, alright? Down there.
Very impressive. I admit I thought those flea-infested canids might have gotten the better of you, but you
it is
are
terrible.
quite capable, aren't you?
I think this is going to make the news in the MMO RPG journalism websites and whatnot, that they're clearly using AI. It's not just bad voice work. It's bad AI voice work, because they're all bad in exactly the same way.
Regretfully, the bridge is still out. It will take ages to repair the damage.
Did the
these
Berlauer
beasts-
take the tier?
I have yet to find out. But only fools
First,
rush
we need a way
Indeed,
across.
We do. Before we search for the Tear of Gaia, we will need a way back to the mainland. There must be some path that...
It's fucking terrible. It is absolutely terrible. Not to put too fine a point on it, the voice work is awful. Just absolutely dreadful. And as best I can tell, it sure feels like it's clearly AI. Because it's not just bad, like I said. All the voices are bad in the same way. Oh, look in the spyglass. Or spy in the looking glass. One of the two. I dinged 9. No, sorry. Tier 9 rep. Nice little place they've got there. A bit gaudy for my tastes, truth be told. Another point in the map. 5 more points in the map. Okay. Standing. storage. Normally here I swap out a standing into something else. But in this case, haven't seen any gathering yet.
What have you learned? I admit I've been feeling a bit of a malaise since the Tear of Gaia went missing. It's probably nothing.
Asina has the tear.
One of those beasts who attacked Grivaros? We must take him up.
Alexei said he'd help us. Nothing's going to help the voice work. It's really torpedoing any kind of narrative. Now, somebody was saying that they thought it was just bad. No, because they're all bad in exactly the same way. No affect. And frankly, it makes it look and feel cheap and bad. Talk with Namkuzu.
We meet again. I really appreciated your help in Grivaros. Who could have predicted that Berlauer would choose then to attack?
It was the least I could do.
Most would have done.
Find the Grand Carnival's traveling camp. Carnival? Well, who doesn't like a party? That character is named Wet Armpit. Hey, how did Namkuzu get ahead of me when I rode? He didn't go past.
Welcome to our humble.
He has twin. He has an evil twin.
It's a pleasure to share it with you.
Traveler's cash.
After all, but thanks are not the only reason why.
I've been careful. It's one thing to be careful. Yeah.
You should
speak with the fortune mother.
mother.
I'll speak with the fortune mother. But first, we have the Traveler's Cache. Cache of recovery items and powerful charms. Wow, they weren't kidding about a whole lot of stuff here. We've got Season's Welcome Gift. Oh no, this is the stuff I already have. Sorry, yeah. This is what we just got. Health Potions, Charm, Pristine Turquoise, Armor Pen, or Physical and Elemental Pen. Another Charm, and a Vigor Charm. Enryu, the Fortune Mother.
It has been a long time since one of the Soul Wardens has traveled
God,
this
it's
way.
terrible. You can tell?
I can tell all that, and you must see through. Take this gift, a fool's sight. Namkuzu can help train you at the nearby ruin.
Need Namkuzu at the Tower of the Fool for training. The voice work is just brutal. It really, really makes the expansion feel cheap. It's that bad. I would rather read it myself. I mean, it doesn't even feel like they spent any real money on AI voices. It just feels garbage tier. That's another statue. We should probably check and see if that's another statue with a memory fragment. Normally, if I was receiving text-only quests, I would read them back to you, and I would try to, RP the character's voice a little bit, and it would be way better than what this crap is.
Fortune Mother does not grant her gifts to just anyone. You
She
must
said you
be
could train
just
me.
your kind. I am mere climb to the
Climb
top
to the top
these
of these ruins and attune with the energy.
Oh, and if you find any silver ingot,
If I find any silver ingots. Press space. Okay. That didn't work out great for me. Wait, there was a... Okay, that didn't work. I keep missing and maybe if I'm running and I hit space, it'll give me a forward momentum. No, that didn't space me at all. I'm trying, guys. I swear to God, I'm trying. I hit E to reveal, press, and it doesn't throw me forward at all. And that guy's hitting the same problem I am. Okay, that was easy. Sort of. I mean, I didn't even have to grab onto the edge like most of the other people are doing. What you kind of have to do is you have to be moving forward. That's 2 in a row. I have yet to see any silver. Nope, that's just a bush. And another bush. Looking for any silver that's around because they said to look for silver, so I'm looking. Barely. Lots of bushes. They said to look for silver. I haven't found bleeping silver anywhere yet. Everyone else is running around looking for silver too, I assume. Oh, we got something. We got a box of something. Alchemy crate. No silver. Gotta say the launch pads feel a little gimmicky to me and not particularly smoothly implemented. So far, my impressions of the expansion are pretty negative. Collect pure silver ingots from chests. Well, okay. Reveal the Arcana card. Ah, that's what we already added. So presumably then we're going to... Oh. That isn't what I would refer to as a chest, but okay. Oh, there it is. Well, that's an alchemy chest. And these didn't have any silver. That one's got silver. Okay, so where's the other one? It's supposed to have silver. Over there. Don't fall. Lens, don't fall. There you go. Talk to Namkuzu. And of course, the launch on that is just not good, guys. Those launches, you shouldn't have to try and catch. It should just absolutely drop you where you need to go. This game cannot do jumping puzzles. It doesn't have the control of movement necessary. And yet, here we are.
I knew there was something special about you. This
God,
new
it's
ability
just dreadful.
here in Nighthaven.
What else can we do?
You'll be able to use. Speaking of potions, you already have.
Level 67. We just got, I think it was light boots. Currently my boots are light. These are better, probably. Max health by 0.64%. Slash damage absorption, hardcore parkour, shirking fortification, but higher numbers are gooder, so I'll trust in the basics that, generally speaking, higher numbers are gooder. Collect blue vervain buds. Go to Namkuzu. Namkuzu? Namkuzu. Wait, where is he? Oh, he's that direction. Mount up. We've got a bit of lore. Burlauer ritual combat. Burlauer, what they call the werewolves? Don't know. Maybe. Maybe not. Namkuzu.
Excellent. You have all the ingredients.
You said you had a recipe.
Yes.
Here it is. You can
Here
brew
it
special
is.
elixir of the
You can-
arcana at the station nearby. Okay. Craft. Arcana attunement potion. I gotta say, I don't even quite remember. Got 10 more points. We're still at the max over here, right? No. 350 is the required points. Well, then we don't want to add additional. Oh. Oh, we went the wrong way. There we go. Duh. And Ryu, the Fortune Mother.
How do you feel? Can you hear the song of the hidden magic?
As if
that
my
flows through the
ears
veins
had
of our
eyes?
very good.
And we talk to Namkuzu again.
Now that you have forged a connection with one of the Arcana,
Light headwear.
your full sight is strong enough to allow you to enter. The Arcana towers were sealed. There's a sealed tower across the stream you can use. With your new connections to the Arcana, gather the ethereal essence from the chest at the top of the tower.
Boy. Alright, we got a light hat. Lifestealer's draft. All hits gain 12% lifesteal, and the power of lifesteal is increased by 12% as long as you have not used a survival potion in the last 13 seconds. That's pretty good, actually. Probably better than the leather hat I'm wearing. I lose a little armor. Well, a good chunk of it. But the Lifestealer draft is really good. But I do think that means I can convert another non-chest piece, so like gloves or boots, into medium. That's light. That's my old light. Let's see. Gloves or boots. Boots. Medium. 726. Slight increase. Empowered to apply last longer. Leeching heal for 3.2% of the damage you do. More of that. Strike conditioning. Abyssal conditioning. I think this should keep me still in light armor. It does. Okay. We're still in a light armor setup. I'll go ahead and set that as my camp point, because why the hell not? Oh, fine. Oh. Map upgrade point. More storage as soon as we get to a place that actually has storage, of course. Travel the Tower of the Devil and use Arcana to enter the tower and defeat the champ. That is a follow. I will get to that in a sec. Bear with me. Everyone just running around like crazy people. Thank you very much. Welcome to my humble little stream of misfunction, malfunction, dysfunction, and frequently complete and total unfunction. You're most welcome indeed, and thank you very much for the follow. Good afternoon. At least that's what it is for me. Trying to get back into the vibe of playing New World. It's coming a bit slow, but then I'm old. Have anything in here? Doesn't look like it. We're all just running to the top. Demonic? No, sorry, mnemonic impalers. Really? Mnemonic? It's a lot of steps, man. My legs are going to be killing me. Isabella is back. What a surprise. No. Right way. Good evening. Morning, afternoon, evening. Time is an illusion. Not really. It's actually not an illusion. It's actually a thing. Attune with the Devil Arcana card. Okay. Well, I hope your evening is going well. Collect ethereal essence from the chest. Looks like we're all fighting for it to see who can gather it next. I win. And look in the spyglass. I'm assuming that's the actual real town. Normally I get the good afternoon, evening, morning thing covered. Because I know I have enough people popping in, mostly from Europe, that I should be, you know, polite. And I didn't have to fight her because, do I want to just hang around and fight her? Does she drop fat loot? I have no idea. And how are we supposed to get down from here is the question. Are we supposed to just jump? I am dubious that that works very well. It doesn't say. Well, they're jumping. And jumping. I can't see what happens to them. Oh, we got a box of goodies in here. Least thing I can do is pick up the boxes of goodies. Maybe there's multiple boxes. Or not. Oh, and now I'm locked in here. Okay. Memory of the Tempest. Hey! There's no need for that now. Come on. Did she drop any loot? She does. A bag of green stuff? No, okay, it's a kite shield. It's a orange quality kite shield. I don't think there is anything else in here. And everyone else who has done it, they seem to be jumping off, so... Sure. Eminently survivable. It's a fantasy game, guys. Watched quite a lot of my VODs on YouTube in the last few weeks. Had a very good time. Really like the relaxing vibes. Keep up the good work. I can't thank you enough for that. Thank you. That actually really genuinely does matter. Thank you. And now in a completely unrelated manner, pardon me for a sec, because I just got Twitch spammed. Lucky me. The bots. That's the kind of feedback that, you know, keeps a streamer streaming. Thank you very, very much.
Our next stop is Maramar. You should meet up with the Fortune Mother.
He wasn't wearing a goofy helm before.
Keep your eyes...
Why are you wearing a goofy helm now? It's not a look, dude. Summoning failed because I'm in a restricted area. Am I still in a restricted area? No. 1,000 meters we have to go? Meet with the fortune teller in Mar Amar to learn more about the Arcana. The where? In the what? We do have a fast travel to there. No, we don't. It's not unlocked yet. Well, I guess we ride. No, that really does mean a lot. Thank you very much. I'm gonna cry. Spoiler, he's not gonna cry. He's a tough guy. Tough guys don't cry. Go right up here. Unlock that. We have Pizza Buena, Crispy, Father Biocha, Ceiling Bird. I like reading player character names. Sometimes to mock them, but not always. You know, sometimes they actually have a nice name. But mockery does occur. Definitely. There's no shortage of mockery. Pardon the yawn. Old man is old. I appreciate it. Also think you take a look into Latro after you saw me play it. I still play it from time. I actually, just this week, because I was short for disk space, is the first time I've uninstalled Latro in probably 15 years. I just didn't have the disk space, and there's a whole lot of games coming out this month. There's an enormous amount of really, really good stuff in there, but the last expansion, okay, not even the last expansion. I didn't play the last expansion. The previous expansion to that just felt like it had been intentionally stretched out just to take up more time, and I just didn't have the patience anymore. But don't let that stop you at all, because I've got almost 6,000 hours in the game. The only real complaints I can level against it are it doesn't scale well onto larger monitors if you're using high resolutions. The UI doesn't scale well. I've never had a problem with that, but I know a lot of people do. It is an old-fashioned, old-style, more deliberate paced MMO. So it's one you want to play over a period of time. Nothing is going to come fast. It comes faster than it used to, but there's a shitload of content, an enormous amount. And there's just so much good quality stuff in there. The character models can look a bit dated, but when you get to the higher tiers, the more recent level maps, the architectural stuff is great. As an example, Minas Tirith is the best city in an MMORPG ever. It's a brilliant representation of what you saw in either the movies or you read in the books. So there's an enormous, really genuinely enormous amount of great stuff in there. The free-to-play can be punishing. So after about level 30 or so, the travel gets really punishing if you're a free-to-play player. So my recommendation for that is if you subscribe for a month, it unlocks basically a whole bunch of stuff, but most of those unlocks are on a character basis. So if you create one character and you're playing, you decide you want to subscribe for a month to unlock a bunch of stuff, you're going to want to create any other characters you want and take them through the tutorial areas into the world at large so that it's all unlocked for them. So as long as that character gets out of the tutorial starting area during that month, all of that extra stuff is unlocked for things like fast travel locations. It's vital. I did a series of what I call a free-to-play through on Latro in particular, which you can track down on my YouTube, where I played up into the 30s, and I covered the two biggest pain points are travel and the inventory. And that gets fixed if you subscribe for a month for every character you log in during that month. So if you want a shortcut through that, I think I cover everything you'd want to do in like the last episode. I think I cover the stuff you would want to do. So you could just skip through that until I get to the, okay, this is going to be my last part of my playthrough, and here's the pain points. And I know it was inventory and fast travel points were the two big ones. I think there was a third one, but I don't remember what it was. What does Morgaine got for me?
Why have you left me with these people? Magic cards? Fool sight? What's next? A palm reading?
Okay, Morgaine. As always, being cheerful and friendly. Before we talk to him, let us grab the waypoint. I am a firm believer in always grabbing your travel points. I certainly would never say never about Latro again. But right now, I've got shortages of disk space as it is, and I had to, for the first time in more than a decade, I had to delete it. Uninstall it. And let's see, I've got another, I presume, big install coming in on the 17th. I want to try Arc Raiders. And I may have to uninstall some more games to make room for that.
I knew something was different about you. The Arcana practically
Oh,
sings
that's my
your
hat.
presence.
I have the
I
goofy hat.
suspect it will not be long before you will need to...
I'm the one with the goofy hat. It's a goofy hat. It's most definitely a goofy hat. All right, back to
I
Morgaine.
can't believe you wasted such time on these minor folk magics. There are
Minor
more
folk
urgent matters
magics.
at hand. We must find it. Why have you left me with these people?
Yeah, we covered
Magic,
that.
yes, and it is high time we took him up on his offer.
I am skipping
Enough
through
gadding
the,
about the world.
normally I would listen happily to all of the narrative from the characters, but I can't. It's either bad and done by humans, or more likely it's bad and done by AI, because they're all bad in exactly the same way, and it's excruciating. It's that bad. It's really solidly, honest to God, that bad. Travel to Castle Dracula to meet with Alexei. Ooh, Castle Dracula. Well, at least they didn't go with calling it Castle Alucard. Oh, nice effect. The lightning in the clouds. Thanks for the tips. We'll look into the video you mentioned, and you think you don't mind the slow pacing and progression. I also had a lot of fun with WoW Classic. That would be a very good analogy then. Yeah. The progression is going to be slow, and Latro is very much a enjoy the journey game. It's not a let's rush to the end game and do dungeons game. So if you enjoyed it with WoW Classic, it's a really good analogy. Expectation is WoW is especially fun if you like to explore Latro lore. Extremely. As someone who has read the books, I'm not making this up, more than 40 times. I used to count. I got to the mid-40s, I lost count. If I had to guess now, it would probably be somewhere in the mid-50s. I've read the entire trilogy. And the Silmarillion maybe 24 times. Even when I don't like the choices they make for lore, which isn't very often, it is always done respectfully. They never do it for cheap reasons. They're making a Lord of the Rings game, so they have to make, allowances to put the game into the Lord of the Rings. But I never feel bad about any of the changes they've done or the measures they've gone to. It feels very true not just to the books, but to the spirit of the books. If you're a Lotro nerd, there are so many tiny little bits and pieces that are thrown in intentionally with care from the books. Yeah, for a Lord of the Rings fan, I don't think you'll be disappointed with that aspect of the game at all. Hi, Alexi.
Ah, you have arrived at last, and you are just in time. There is to be a ball tonight.
You said we
and
should make plans?
You remember well. All shall be discussed in. Did you bring a gift? No.
God,
How could you?
the
have
voice
done
work. It's got to be
Learn
AI.
about
I hope it's AI to be this bad.
such the
If they
fine
paid voice
vintage
actors to be this
myself,
bad, that's a
and the
tragedy.
nobility will be just.
Ask a courtier for directions to the cellar. No, but as an example of the lore, there is a statue. Where? Oh, behind me. In Minas Tirith, there's a statue for every king. That kind of detail. I don't know. The hall here is a bit garish, you know, a bit over the top. Is that the only statue that has the? Yeah, okay.
You must be the person Alexi mentioned to me earlier. You are here to fetch the wine, yes?
Where's the cellar located?
The cellar is not far from here, but you know how these old places are. I hope you have to go up a flight of stairs, over, up another flight, and another to the chapel before you can go down, through a courtyard, and down again.
Right. I think I am going to take a break right here. This seems to be a convenient location. Let's see if there's anything that requires my immediate attention in here. I would like access to a bank, and then I'm going to need to break down a bunch of stuff. Can imagine as AI, since Amazon pushes AI voices in Audible. It's not good. The voice work, either the voice work is embarrassing humans or terrible AI. I know a lot of people complained about the voice work previously. I was never bothered by the voice work in the game previously. I found a lot of the character modeling for the NPCs to be terrible. For instance, Galahad. Galahad looks like a guy who didn't make the cut for America World Police. He looks like a bad puppet with especially bad puppet hair. So it was kind of comical, but the voice work generally seemed to be pretty on point. In this, it has been universally bad and bad in the same way. So that's why I'm pretty certain that it's AI. Now, I know they moved a lot of the development team, since we were just talking about this, from New World over to their Lord of the Rings MMORPG that they're making, about which we know nothing. And I may not live long enough to see. There's a lot of good stuff in New World. The core gameplay loop is something I have found very entertaining. I have hundreds of hours in the game. I've really enjoyed it, but I understand why a lot of people don't. But the voice work here, I've got to say, it's killing my buzz. Normally, I would listen to the NPC voice work in the core game, and it's perfectly fine. But now it's actually painful. But I will be back later after I have my dinner. So in about 4 hours, I'll be back. I'll be playing more. Also really enjoyed New World at release for a few weeks. If you haven't played since, you also now own the expansion. You own both expansions. The previous expansion you had to buy, and that was the Angry Earth. But as of today, both expansions are free. So if you wanted to come back and play, while I'm not really enjoying the new stuff very much, I'd say it's hit or miss with slightly more miss. The previous expansion was pretty good. So, if you enjoyed it then, don't be shy about coming back. You can get a lot of good play out of it, I think, because I really enjoyed the game. I have to say, though, I was hoping for better, and the voice work is... I'm not sure how much of my discontent right now is with the voice work, but it's bad. But I will be back in about 4 hours at 5 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night in Europe, morning in Asia, Australia, and New Zealand, with more. I'm going to give it at least a couple more hours. And then really quickly, for Tuesday and Wednesday, I'll be playing either this or more of WoW Legion Remix, which I'm enjoying. Probably both, some of both. I'll be off on Thursday. On Friday, I will at least be trying out Arc Raiders, because it just looks like a blast. Please, Arc Raiders devs, add non-PvP servers, and I'm sold. Okay? It looks like fun, even if it's the PvP VE extraction. It does look like fun, even if that's the case. And then, so that's Friday. And then Saturday, I have no idea what I'll be playing because we have all of these games. Sunday, I will be enjoying adult leisure beverages to excess as it's my annual mortality reminder day. Another lap around the sun. I mean, it's better than being dead. And I have no idea what I'll be playing then. Might be one of these 3 games. Might be something else entirely. I'll be playing whatever the bleep I want to. And then on the 28th, we get the Guild Wars 2 expansion. October is non-stop. And I'm skipping Torchlight Infinite, which is another game I enjoy. Granted, it's a little pay-to-win-ish. But that's only if you want to be on the ladders. If you just want to play the game, you can play for free. So if you're an ARPG fan, you might want to look into the new season for that one, as that just came out like 2 days ago. So October is nuts. Anyway, back in about 4 hours. Thank you all for hanging out very much. I appreciate it a lot, particularly Nix D. Thank you for the positive feedback. Made my day. Back in 4 hours. Hopefully you will see me soon. Have a great rest of your day or evening. Take care, and ciao for now. Bye, guys.